Hello there, race fans, and welcome back to another Zwift Duathlon League race. A 35-minute bike and a 15-minute run. Get as far as you can in those time frames. Well, I'm at it again, but this time I did something a little different in preparing for this race. I went out and actually rode the bike course. It's going to be a little bit difficult as it has a monster hill in it that's going to surely slow everybody down in this round. I also upgraded my wheels for this round. I went out and spent some drops and got better wheels than the wheels that I had, so hopefully that will help me improve my performance. So with that being said, let's get at this bike. Okay, so I've made it through the first 2.3 kilometers, around about 4 minutes of the ride. Found a nice group of guys to ride with, and I'm holding my own, holding my pace. I know my legs feel good. I made it through this one section of incline that happened very early on in the ride and got through that with decent power, and it kept me where I needed to be. But I know that there's a hill that's coming and I need to be prepared for that. So I'm going to try and not push too hard with these guys. Just stay with them, not do too much. Maybe take my turn at the front a little bit and then fall back a little bit and then get behind some guys and just see how I do. And then once that hill comes, I need to be prepared for it. So I'm going to speed this video up to get us to that point, and then we will slow it down and take a look and see how I get through that hill. As you can see, I lost touch with the guys that I was riding with. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down to grab my water bottle to get some water and ran into a rolling hill, not the big hill, but a rolling hill, and just wasn't prepared for it. And I looked up and the bike started to slow down, and then I had to get on the power to get back up to speed, and then I felt it in my legs and the guys just pulled away from me. But we are getting closer to the big monster hill, and now I have to force my way up it. I'm going to catch a few guys on it, but the faster guys that I were riding with kind of pulled away from me a little bit. I was trying to do what I could to get up this hill as fast as I could, but I just didn't have that power in my legs to power through this, and because of that, I knew I was going to get passed by a few guys. But then I knew once I got over the top and able to recover a little bit, because there was a section in there that would give me time to recover, that I could probably reel some of those guys back in that passed me. As you can see, I rode most of the last portion of this race by myself. I kind of did my legs in on the hills and just didn't have enough power to stay with the faster guys or with much of anybody. So a top 50 finish, I'll take it. So you can get a sense of the hill that I had to climb. Here's my Training Peaks graph with my elevation changes. And believe it or not, it's that small little peak right before the big hill that got to me and got to my legs and kind of took me out of that group that I wanted to be with. But with that said, time to move on. Let's get to the run. The goal here was to just go out fast, not worry about my heart rate. I know my heart rate will be fine over 15 minutes. It may get high, but it won't get too high that would destroy my run. So just get out there, get at it, go for it. Okay, I'm about a minute and a half in, and the legs are feeling good. I just kind of got dropped from 6th place to 7th place, but I'm not worried about that at all. I know at some point my legs are going to feel even better. I'm going to come into my own. My speed's going to pick up. I'm at right at the pace that I want to be at, and I'm feeling good. So I'm going to speed the video up and get us to a point to where I made my move. Okay, I made my way from 7th place to 5th place, and I pushed my heart rate into the red, trying to catch this guy in 4th just to get this position. I know there's only about a minute and a half left, and I'm not going to catch anybody else, but position is position. Doesn't really mean a whole lot. This race is all about distance and how far you get during the 15 minutes. But I wanted that 4th position and I went after it. So I'll deal with the consequences of having a high heart rate for the minute or so that I have left in this race. So I'm going to finish this up strong. Talk to you at the end. Okay, this has turned out to be my best run so far throughout the first 5 races. I started out quick, started out fast, got into my pace, held it strong, pushed it into the red, and held on to it. I was breathing a little hard towards the end of this, but I felt really good, felt comfortable. I saw the distance and I knew it was going to be a good, strong run for me for this 15 minutes. So that ends this race, and I feel good. I feel like I'm ready for that last week of racing. So thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging in there. Have a good one.